がんな。さっさと片付けっちまうか。なんか嫌がんな。さっさと片付けっちまうか。
覚悟はいいか。
行くぞ
ー。なんということだ。おのれ、何バカだ。
なんか嫌がんな。さっさと片付けっちまうか。
覚悟はいいか。
行くぞすげえうまそうなもん。いいけ なかなかやりそうなやつだな。勝負だ。もう指名か。こんなの梅に決まったぞ。なんか嫌がんな。さっさと片付けちまうか。
Well, right here, brother. What's going on, Kev? How you doing? I don't know if you can hear me. How I want.
こりゃすげえ木の塊だ。
I already beat the game. I'm just farming like important shit for the DLC. And I'm gonna try to play next week. Can you hear me, Kev? I'm not sure. That's what's up, bro. Literally done maxed out everything for these three because they're the strongest of the bunch. But what I'm trying to do is like farm stuff, and I end up playing like the DLC where I can farm this awakening water that I could just use for everybody to level up versus just putting them out there and fighting with them. Trying to do that, and then sadly enough, I'm gonna get started on the DLC, like all the other DLCs. But again, it's like farming is tedious. Like I've been doing this since Wednesday. Like I think Dalton was here when I beat the game. After that, I was just like constantly farming back to back. I was like, ugh. Sometimes I'll be sitting here for hours on end just farming. Love the game, but if I don't play the new DLC, I'm gonna probably hurt myself. This shit's tedious. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. That and the fact that I gotta keep waiting to get the Dragon Ball sucks. 'Cause it's another thing. Oh yeah, definitely. That's why like with this, my biggest issue is that there's no new game plus. And the way they're copping out with the new game plus is they have like a time machine where you can go back to like the old mission you did. That's their way of saying, "Hey, we put new game plus without it being new game plus." So it's like, yeah. All right, cool, I guess. Like I know for Goku, his chart is almost done. Yeah, it's like this is DLC. Yeah, this is DLC stuff, which I had to do the limit break training. I think that's part of the DLC, but this, like, look at this, bro. Like, how much it costs just to do bare basic shit. And watch. It literally feels like I just got that stuff just now. Luckily for Gohan, he doesn't have that luxury. It's only these two fucking jackalopes. Always come in here, mucking things up. You know what I mean? I don't need that right now. Yeah. Yeah, man. It costs fucking arm and a leg. It's like, shit. But I will say, when you do play like the game for what it is, it doesn't cost that much. Like it's literally like
うまそうなもん
right there
見っけ
for you.
うまそうなもん見っけ
The problem is like the secondary characters, like these two, you gotta level them up. And I know for Piccolo's pretty much the same as Gohan's. So is Trunks. Like he's really simple. Like the support characters, I wouldn't care. Like literally, I'm pretty sure. Like there are the support characters. Like all of this is comes from the support. Like I would never know Chiaotzu was part of this. Like I would never send Chiaotzu out there. Like I'm genuinely curious. Like what does he bring to the table? Dodon, right? Well, that's kind of obvious. And the goal is like I want to do like one run through with them where it's just like I play like I don't know uh maybe Trunks or Gohan, and I'm using like Chaozu and Yamcha because those are like considered the weakest, and see how it goes.
すんげえうまそうなもん見っけ
I wonder if they're putting more DLC for this game. I love to see them do at least one more season before they call it quits because I feel like they're missing some like really good key stuff.
じっちゃんたち何して
よからはまたなよからまたな
But as the old saying goes, you know, he's not showing up. It's Vegito.
「なんか嫌だなさっさと片付けちまうか」なんか嫌だな
In terms of what do you feel like is a weakness, though? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy, really, bro. Uh-oh, somebody's about to get jumped. You're not down here. No. You thought you were safe, bro? Nah, come back here. Where you going? Like, you're about to get jumped. No, that sucks. No. Uh-oh, someone bubbled. You would think you're watching a literal Dragon Ball Z episode the way I just did all of that. I was watching the 5 years vid the other day or something. And something about the stealing of the tape on. Yeah, so I can speak on that. So how I play and when I play certain people, the idea is like how you play Street Fighter 6. Let's say you're playing somebody that's playing Dragonoff, and they're literally just, I don't know like they're being aggressive. The point of what you're supposed to do, and when you're playing is it's just common sense. Not saying that you don't have that. Is making them fear pressing a button they feel is safe. Like what's a good example? With Dragunov players, a lot of Dragunov players just go into their matches and they're just like, I'm gonna set the tone and I'm gonna keep going. Like that's the idea. Dragunov has the right tools, it has the right buttons, and it has a really great parrying system where he doesn't have that issue to go against a lot of players, a lot of characters. But the main issue for me when it comes to Tekken 8 is more of a offensive based type of game now. It's not single based, if that makes sense. It's not single based. It's not where you gotta think about defense while you're playing offense. It's like who can get the jump on who now. With the heat system added to the game, it's more on the spectrum of okay, what can I do to be better than my opponent now? Now I got plus frame advantage and everything. And it's like, all right, cool. What should I do in pertaining to this matchup? So a lot of people would look at it as the heat. Well, I remember when I first started using the heat system was more like I was just using it right off the rip. Now it's more in a sense of, okay, not only do I have rage drive moves from Tekken 7, and I got like 3 or 4 chances to use it. Now, if let's just say the move I'm doing is minus on block, I can find a way to implement it to where I can make it plus on block and it's still my turn. Now, after that point, it's a matter of what are you guessing? What are you going to do? You play Lily. Lily's a very good character, but a lot of her moves come out like you gotta really put your opponent on tilt to get them to play the way that you want them to play. Is she a bad character? No. Does she have some really good buttons? I like to think so. That's my personal opinion. But in the grand scheme of everything, it's a matter of you getting the jump on your opponents. That's why you see Reina is in the top tier because Reina's block strings and Reina's moves is like literally you have to guess. And that's my worst matchup. I hate playing against Reina players because it's too much going on for somebody to get away with so much. and she has a lot of heat engagers where if she does a block string, you gotta see what's her next move does, and what's her next thing she's gonna do. So, like I said, with you, it's more of a thing of understanding your character more and finding a way to implement how to get the jump on my opponents quicker than I am than somebody else, because it's not hard. Like, none of the stuff that you're doing isn't something that a beginner shouldn't. It's just the fact of how much are you willing to go with in order to understand your character. That's all. That's legit it. Like for me, like I watch him, it's like, yeah, you're good. It's just like I feel like you get in your way of yourself when you start to lose, and that's fine. Like it's nothing wrong with losing. It's just when you're in the match. What Dalton do, like when he plays against the Super Ghost, it's smart, but again, it's not the same as if I'm playing it. Like you can play my Super Ghost, see you in the face. All right, that's cool. I can just change how I play. Just like if I downloaded Dalton's Super Ghost or Yoshimitsu, that's cool. You understand what my character's doing, but now it's just the thing of, all right, what are you going to do next? But the way fighting games are now, it's way too easy to figure out how to play it. It's just a matter of, do you want to put the time in? That's all it is. But the 5DX video where it says it's still in hesitation, yeah, that's all Tekken always been. If you got a person that does one move that they know is plus on block, but you don't give a shit, or you like, I already know how to get around that, you're still in fear. You're good. Like you're set. You're chilling at that point. Now with Street Fighter is different. With Street Fighter, it's a thing of knowing your matchup. Street Fighter is more flowchart than Tekken is. Because Tekken, there is a flowchart for Tekken, but you can kind of switch it up. And you rarely hear somebody say, like, this character, like the person that's playing this character is flowchart. They're just doing whatever they want and think they're going to get away with it. It's never like that. It's never that easy. As much as I wanted to be for Tekken, it's not that easy. Now, do you know similar moves that a character's going to do? Oh, hell yeah. Like with Paul. Paul's main move is the death fist. And it terrifies people because it's just like, why do I got to deal with getting hit in my face when I move like that? And again, I would never knock somebody for feeling afraid of dealing with Paul, but as I tell people, Paul's an honest character. It's just that he just puts out a lot of damage. That's just how he's designed to be. And he's at a fair tier. He's at A, but he plays like an S character because of his damage output. Mm-hmm. And that's okay because that's when watching your replays come into play. You have to. It's easy for me to say I know what's going on, I know what I'm doing because I've been playing Tekken since Tekken 2. With you, it's gonna take a minute, and it could come to you quicker than that. You have to play the game at a level of understanding what is happening in your matches for you to make the adjustments. One thing I love about Tekken is Tekken have a my replay and tips thing where you can watch your replays and you can see what button is best for you to press in those situations. Not every time they give you the optimization of it, but they give you an idea. Hey, this isn't plus. This isn't plus on block. You shouldn't be letting this happen to you. You should be pressing this button. You're supposed to be pressing that button. You can whiff punish somebody with this. And again, it's a thing of you got to play the game more. So that's why I say to you, don't fault yourself for not knowing these things. This is your first Tekken game, so you can't walk in there. As I tell you, like, don't walk in there like, damn, like I'm losing a lot. I just understand the game more because I've been playing longer than you. When you're playing, you're taking time out of your schedule and looking at the game like, this is a very interesting game, and it's like there's still more for me to learn about it, and I still have to play this game at its capacity, but I'm still learning about it. Because if you walked in and you just like dominating everybody like right off the bat, that's a whole different story. That means that that's skill and that's natural talent versus you actually practicing. But I also know that you're not the type of person that's going to play the game and it's going to be like, I'm going to be obsessed with playing this so I can learn how to be the best. No, you just playing to understand the game. And in turn, that's okay. But to another person, they're going to get obsessed with the game. Like Dalton has that medium obsession to where it's just like, I want to be this character, which is he wants to beat Paul, and which he has. And that's understandable. But I try to steer Dalton in the direction of, okay, you can beat me, so this should be easy. Like if you ever run into this matchup in rank, this should be easy for you. But I keep trying to push Dalton in that direction. Like, Dalton, go to rank, go to rank, go to rank, go to rank, so you can experience other characters. Because if he plays me, he plays you, he plays Kevin, and even plays Mike's cousin. It's like you're only getting maybe 5% of the roster. Because me, what I do is, like I said, it's easy to beat my character, and it's easy to beat me. But there's somebody out there that plays the same character I play as. They could probably know more than I do, and you won't know how to beat that. So again, it's like beating me is cool, beating my ghost is cool, but there's like literally millions of people that's out there. If you really want to test your skill and see if you're really good, that's why I jump on rank. I don't ever, if I'm not playing with y'all, I'm always in rank. I'm always in rank. Or I'm trying to figure out what's my next character I'm going to learn. Because right now, I'm learning Dragon. Once I get Dragon off the Mighty Ruler, it's a matter of, alright, I'm going to play next. Because if I don't learn another character in Tekken, I get stagnant and I just turn the game off and I won't look at it unless you guys ask me to play. That's what I did with Street Fighter. I stopped playing Street Fighter because, yes, Tekken had came out, but I learned a lot of characters, and it gets me to a point where I'm just like, I'm stagnant. It's like this is cool, like I like it, but can't play this game rank online anymore. So what happened when Tekken came out? Started playing Tekken, and immediately once I did that, I gave Street Fighter a break. After I gave Street Fighter a break, I went to go learn Cammy. I learned Cammy, I came in the ring. I got master rank in Cammy. It just felt refreshing to play that game again because I gave myself, we all gave ourselves a break playing that. So, if anything, if I don't tell you anything else, hear me when I say this. You're moving at a great pace. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just the fact that you just have to commit to the game more. Once you commit to the game, I promise you, everything else is going to just come to you naturally. I don't like the fact that you're like really hard on yourself, and it's just like, I know when you play me, it's a little I wouldn't say defeating, a little down-putting, because it's like I know what you're about to do most of the time, and I'm just like, I'm countering it, but you're focused on other shit, so you shouldn't beat yourself up because you're focusing on other shit. Like, that's unfair to you, bro. I would never want you to feel like, well, I don't really dedicate myself to this game like somebody else does. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's just a matter of when you have the time too, are you looking to be good or are you just looking to be okay? And there's folks that's looking to just be okay at the game. Like me, y'all tell me about a game that I never played before and y'all know how to play, I'm just going to learn how to be okay at it because I don't want you to feel like you're playing a game and it's not challenging for you. There was one match that we had. And you show that the little time that you do put into practicing or just taking notes on the characters that you're playing, you know what the hell you're looking at. You know what you're doing. Some people just be going and picking up a character, but like this looks like this character looks like fun. Look like fun and actually being fun are two different things. And I tell people that all the time because the character can look fun to you blue in the face, but you start playing and you're just like, what the fuck am I doing with this character? Like Gal, for instance, like I don't know if you ever heard me say it in the party. Like, if you would have told me I was going to pick up Gal as my main in a Street Fighter game, I would look at you like you're crazy because I hate charge characters. I hate them with a. Hey, listen, I hate charge characters like nobody's fucking business. I think you have an idea, but you guys don't know how much it hurts my fingers to be holding back every time I do a charge move. I'm just like, bro, my fingers hurt, and it's like a slight touch of carpal tunnel is like activating when I'm doing it. I'm just like this is not fun for me at all. My hands hurt. I don't want to do this, and I'm just like, ugh, Guile. Like I hate Guile as a character, and it's like when the beta came out, I was so sure. The only sure character knew I was going to learn was DJ. For some reason, when I saw DJ come out, when they showed gameplay of DJ, it's like I like characters that have like sways and fake outs. Like that's what attracted me to Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat. Like he had a sway and a fake out, and I love characters like that. And when I picked up DJ, I was like, he's not hard at all. He's really he's another charge character, and it's like the fact I'm just looking at him like, bro, I'm really out here picking up characters that if you would have told me back in Street Fighter 4 I was picking up, I would look at you like you crazy. I'm like my traditional characters are either Cody, Abel, or Ryu. Ryu is who I started with, and then I moved to I said Bison. I moved to I moved to Guile, and Guile just felt right. For some reason, when I played him in the beta when Street Fighter 6 was about to come out, he just felt right. And it just like I started playing with him, I was just like, yo, like I'm really enjoying this character. And then I got mastering with him. I was like, if you would have told me about this, like I'm playing this character and I'm doing what I'm doing right now, I'll probably look at you like you crazy. And you got 10 heads going off your shoulder because again, like I said, I didn't walk into the game playing trying to be a Gal main. I didn't. Can I watch Gal being played by other people? Sure. Hell yeah. I could definitely watch a person play Gal so they blue in the face. Me? No. And I appreciate the compliment because when I play other people, they say like you charging like every time I'm like, yeah. And it's like even then, like I'm buffering it. Like when you see me do a jab into a sonic boom, it's to see if you're gonna catch a fake out. Or I do things constantly to like prep myself to be ready to throw out a sonic boom or flash kick. And it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot of finger work, and I get told that maybe I should go leverless. My issue is I'm afraid if I go leverless, it's going to take me a while for understanding how to use it. But they said like if you're playing a charge character or you playing a character you feel like you're missing inputs in a fighting game, leverless is where you need to be because once you understand leverless and you play on that type of pad, you're not gonna look at a controller the same anymore. And I'm just like, to some degree, I hate change. I'm not gonna lie, I hate change to some degree, but I understand where they're coming from. So, not to completely deviate to what you were saying, Kev, you know what you're doing. Yeah, I know. It's like I should give it a try, and I said to myself, going into the spring and summertime, once they're done with the first season of Street Fighter 6, if I say if they reveal Bison to be in season 2, I will 110% commit myself into playing Leverless because even though I don't like charge characters, I've always been a fan of Bison since Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2, I was always a fan of Bison. And for me, it's like to see him potentially coming back when people saying he got killed off in Street Fighter 5. I'm like, I wouldn't say that. And to hear that he could be in the first batch in the season 2, hey, I'm all in. I'll play Leverless if he comes back in season 2. And honestly, that's a great approach if you're learning how to play a character, because if you don't know how to play somebody, I always tell someone, watch videos of somebody, watch some of the better players that play that character. Like me, I didn't think I'll play Paul, because my main character in Tekken was always Law and Brian. Paul was always the last on my tier list. When it comes to the characters I play, it was either Brian, then Law, then Paul, then it would be Law, Brian, Paul. Paul was always the dead last. I like Paul because he was friends with Law. Tekken 7 is when I said, you know what, I'm gonna give this character a try. When I saw how much fun I was having with Paul, I put Paul always to the top. Then I started to hit the wall of I'm not winning my matches consistently. I'm winning 1 out of 7 matches in rank. I'm either getting demoted twice, or I'm just like I'm giving up matches, I'm giving up rounds that I shouldn't be giving up. So what did I do? I looked up some of the best Paul players: Joe Fury, Justice, and somebody else I was watching. And I watch how they have so much fun playing the character. And that's another thing. If you implement having fun when you're learning the character, trust me, the shit you think is not gonna happen will end up happening. Like with me, I feel like when I play against people and I sit there like, yeah, I know I could beat you, but you're not gonna whatever you think you're gonna do is gonna work, but I'm still gonna do the same shit that I'm gonna do anyway, because who's gonna stop me? That's Justice when he plays Paul. Justice is a Korean Paul player. One thing I know about Justice gets into games. He's talking. He doesn't talk shit. He just hypes himself up, and it's like the stuff that he does is like crazy, because it's stuff that I would never try. I would never sit there and like wait for you patiently. Then I'm gonna try to death fist you, or I'm gonna do the high knee kick that he does, or I'm gonna do a combo that doesn't seem like it makes sense to work. It ends up working. Like I would never do those things, but Justice would. Joey Fury is a Yoshimitsu main who went from that to being to a ball main. And he said himself, "Oh yeah, I'll be having fun with this character. It's not really stressful. Get away with some shenanigans here and there. Yeah, I love this character. It's fun." That's what I said. Like the fact that I'm a ball main, I've learned and understood that my character is gonna frustrate the fuck out of a whole lot of y'all. Why? Because he's an honest character. It's not like he goes out his way. He has plus frames. Most of his moves are pushbacks. And that's why I don't like to pick I don't necessarily like to pick stages that have walls, because I like to give people space when they're playing against me. I love giving you guys space when you're playing against me. Because if I sit there and I don't give you space, you're gonna get pushed up against the wall, and now you really have to guess what's going on. It's a difference too when I'm actually connecting the move and I get a full combo versus I'm pushing you against the wall. You bounce back and you fall down. Now you got to guess if I'm going to do an overhead, or I'm going to do a sweep, or I'm going to do a mid attack. It's just too much going on. But it's really good on you that you're learning your character by watching videos on by better players. Because I promise you, there's people out there that don't even do that. They'll look at the game and be like, well, I guess I'm hitting a wall, so I'm just going to give up. Or I'll pick up another character. It's just like, what's the purpose of playing if you're going to do that? You know what I mean? Can I go back? The person I mostly want to level up is Piccolo. because he is. Yeah, because even outside of fighting games, it's just like I never touched Elden Ring. I never watched any gameplay of Elden Ring, but everybody tells me the game is good. So I started the game again. So naturally to me, like the first thing I'm gonna do is just like, all right, well, let me go watch gameplay and watch other people play it and see why it is the way it is. For the fact that it looks like something that you can make your own kind of builds, whatever class that you have. All right, cool. Now you got my attention, and now you're forcing me to learn how to learn a game that's something I didn't think I'd be able to play or want to play. Even with even with Dragon Ball Fighters, when Dragon Ball Fighters first came out, I know bare basics of everything. But I have friends that knew how to play the game on a higher level. Like I started out typically with Android 16, Goku, and Vegeta. I ended up the last team that I ever had was Cell, Bardock, and DBS Broly. So that goes to show you that if you're willing to learn, games right there. Like it's not gonna not it's not gonna tell you or not gonna tell you. It's too much information in video and fighting games nowadays for where you're just like, I don't want to learn this character. This is not gonna be helpful to me. It's too much, way too much information. And when I see some people that go there and just be like, oh, this character's hard to learn. Are you really learning the character or are you just bullshitting yourself? Because then it's just like kind of deserve everything that comes your way. There's people that will get on the game and be like, the game is unfair and then lose to mediocre shit they shouldn't be losing to. You have no right to complain because you're putting yourself in a position to where you're not willing to learn. And when you're not willing to learn, can you really say that you're being a real fighting game player by not learning how to be a better player with the characters you have? It's like me. I don't know if some of you guys notice, but I learn a character to spite people sometimes. Like I'll go out my way and learn a character that you probably don't like, and see why you don't like it, and then end up using them. People hate Dragunov. I never understood why people hate Dragunov. He deserves it because he always bounced between top to bottom tier. I would say Tekken 7, he was bottom tier, like really bad. But it was just surprising how he was still used at such a high level by some of the pro players that were playing as him. But in this game, he's fucking broken to some degree. For me, actually what I'm gonna do is, if you don't like him, okay, I'm just gonna learn him. So now you have a reason to be more pissed off. So when we're playing non-stop, I'm gonna pick Dragunov. But it's really good for players that don't play the game at a high. Exactly. Which is weird to me because I'm just like, if you're an adult and you are a functioning member of society, naturally for someone like you, you're gonna want to learn how to be great at something. You're not just gonna come out and be like, just gonna half-ass it. You don't go to your job and half-ass your job. I don't know if people actually do that, but you're not gonna come into work and be like, let me give you 25%. If they're paying you well and there's some kind of level up between them, no, you're not gonna not sit there and do your job. That's weird. So it's like same way you do that, you just gotta put in the same type of hours when you're learning the character. It sucks. It definitely sucks, but how else are you supposed to learn? You know what I mean? Everybody's all upset. I don't care. There we go, collecting Dragon Balls again. This is fun.
いいもん手に入れたな。すんげえうまそうなもん見っけ。
Wish it would let me collect orbs. The D models at least. I guess not. Wish they had more wishes you can do with this, because having the same ones is so tedious. Do-do-do. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
木が見せてくるのがわかんな。こりゃすげえ木の塊だ。
I'm gonna make sure they won't catch me. They won't fight. Ah, you motherfucker.
なんか嫌がんな。
I didn't even know
さっ
what
さ
how I
と
was
片
gonna
付
use
け
this
ちま
up.
か。なんか嫌がんな。さっさと片付けちまか。どうじゃ。
Wait. God, I love doing shit like this, bro. Make it real easy. Oh God. Wow, you was talking about 360 PlayStation 3 days. Like, weirdly enough for me, I don't mind the grind or something. Like, I don't mind doing this type of grinding. Like, it's perfectly fine for me to grind like this. My issue lies where it becomes a tedious thing where I constantly have to do it and there's no real payoff for it. You get what I mean? Like, this is okay because I know here what I'm doing is going to be beneficial because I got DLC to play. If you're giving me a game and it's literally just me just playing this and that's it, I'm going to lose my shit because it's like, what's the purpose of me playing this game now? Like, I like the concept of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot where they're involving everybody. It's just, I feel like they have so much potential. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where the issue comes from, where like games like that has a great concept, like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. It's really just doing the same thing over and over till you run into a boss. And I'm like, I love the concept of it. I think the games could be great, but it's like, again, you're missing out on so much because you're choosing not to, you know. Why am I always doing that? We gotta go collect some more of this shit. Like one of my favorite games from like the original Xbox One days was Mafia 3, and maybe because I was a little wearing the rose colored glasses on, kind of just like too fascinated with the story. Yeah, that game's really repetitive. Like it's mostly hey, take over this spot, like annex a club, If you do it quietly, you get extra money, and that's about it. And it's like, well, that's all I got to do. I'm like, yeah, that's all you have to do, just for a boss to come out, a major boss to come out and deal with them. And it's like, like I said, back then I didn't know any better. Now it's just like, oh, okay, so I'm just wasting my time. Is what you're telling me. When I could have just basically cut the middleman out and just handle it that way. That's what I'm hoping with Sparking Zero. They have the same concept like Tenkaichi 3 has. Because Tenkaichi 3 has so much you could do in that game, man. So much shit you could done. And it's like, you can't go wrong with that game. They had the what if mode, they had the Rev Ribbon mode, they had the Rev Ribbon, I believe it was it was like a hitman list where you could go face all the more challenging wanted people, and you can unlock like money. You could get money to unlock characters. Tenkaichi had the right concept, dude. The right concept, and it was executed perfectly. I wish they could remaster it. I hope they do, or at least put it on the marketplace as an original. If they do, forget it. I'm buying it. Get that, bro. I am buying that shit. I'm just curious, and I'm a little afraid if it's not going to be multi-platform. I mean, cross-platform. Because if it's not cross-platform, just forget it. Ain't gonna shit the bed. They need this game to be cross-platform. I'm sorry. I may be the only one dying on that hill, but cross-platform will literally make this game untouchable for the whole rest of 2024. And I think we had this talk already where my on my personal opinion on stuff, cross-platform should just be natural when it comes to multiplayer games at this point. I shouldn't have to see that I can't let you have that one. Oh god. I feel like that's Mike. Is that you, Mike? I feel like that's Mike under that name. He said, nah, I can't let you have that one. Yeah. Crossflat ain't gonna kill it. It's not. I didn't. Say, I don't think it's. Let me rephrase that. I don't think it's gonna kill it. I just think that it will be a shame that it's not cross-platform. Oh god. I don't think it's gonna kill the game. I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. Yeah, it will be a missed opportunity because as much as I hate Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like even if as bad as Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash was, if it was multi-platform, I think people would still play it. Be like Demon Slayer. Speaking of which, Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles is getting a second game. So they're coming out with a second Hinokami Chronicles. And apparently it's going to go all the way up to the Swordsmith's Village arc. So hopefully they're getting their shit together with that game because I liked I like the concept for Hinokami Chronicles, but man, this was like 2 days ago. If it wasn't 2 days ago, 3 days ago, they confirmed it. My ear. My own. My only issue with Hinokami Chronicles was the fact that it was a lot of miss. It was a lot of miss than it was hit. It was a lot of miss than it was hit. The story mode wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's just a lot of stuff that could have been very useful and could have been playable. They really axed out of the game. They axed out of the game. They could have had something on the same level of Naruto phone games were. They could have, but they got super lazy, bro. Like a lot of things. Yeah, it was like Storm 3. Like they literally had more panels more than they had gameplay. Like, don't get me wrong. Storm 2. Storm 2. Was that the one where no, I thought Storm 2 had a good amount of cutscenes and gameplay. I think you're talking about I can't say Storm 4 because Storm 4 had a lot. Like things that you weren't supposed to do in Storm 4 that they don't show in the anime, they did in the game. But they kind of just like took a chance on it and said, fuck it, I'm going to do this. Like, I never thought I'd be playing Gamagichi. Yeah, like I done down Storm 2. And it's like, with all the stuff that they've done up to that point, you would think that they were going to be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's really put our best efforts in this game. Let's learn from the predecessors of Naruto, from the Naruto series. And they did it. Like, me personally, I wouldn't want to watch a fight between. There was, because in the fourth one, they went straight into the war. And it literally was just straight. It was a lot of panels and a lot of talking versus gameplay. Storm 3, I think Storm 3 was for me personally, I think Storm 3 was perfect because they had you do all, like, whatever was happening in the war, they literally had you, they let you fight Kakashi for Zabuza when he was reanimated. They let you fight Nagato when he came back. They had the one where you fought the twins, but you had to put them in the vase. They had that. They had you fight as all the other ninjas from the different villages. Like Storm 3, in my opinion, was perfect. It was so fucking long, and they had a lot of unnecessary shit you had to do. But their fights that they had in the story was perfect. I would not take that away from them. The fights they had were perfect, down to the T, was straight perfect. If we're talking, the only thing they didn't put was Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance, which kind of makes sense. They only put they put Madara versus the Five Kage. I'm okay with that. It's just when you get a game like Demon Slayer and it's so popular during that time. When Naruto punched Toby in the face, I don't think that was bad. How they bounced from that ended to straight to where it's like pitch black dark and it's like Madara and all of them showed up. Yeah, that's kind of weird that they went to that from like their transition from both games. But for Demon Slayer to be at the top of like one of the most watched and read animes when Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles came out, for them to like really just say, I'm just gonna half-ass it here and sprinkle a little bit of this and just like here's a game. Like, come on, dude. There's some people that don't play the game on like a high level. They look for that on like that competitive level. They're looking for online stuff. I mean, they're looking for story stuff. I feel like they half-assed the Mugen Train arc in that game. They gave us a fight that we really didn't ask for, where they did Tanjiro versus Rengoku. Yeah, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I enjoyed it for us. Like, the ending of it was pretty cool. I don't think it was. I mean, that's like I said. Personally, it was just me. It's just CC2 is I don't know, man. It's like what happened to my not what happened to my country, but like what happened to my game, bro? Like this game was so it was above its time. Like it was like it was good for the time that it came out, and then it's just like they make so much damn money from the games that they make. They're like, ah, fuck it, I don't care. I don't care if I half-ass it right now. All right, let's see, I done did this, I done did that. Say anything? Ooh, forgot. I gotta go here. But yeah, we missed out on our conversation earlier, though. Mike was talking about we were talking about what we were talking about. We were talking about gameplay stuff for like turn the Tekken mostly for like for
なかなかや
Kev.
りそうなやつだ
What
な。
I was explaining to him, like he's in a good space. It's like I don't, he doesn't need to feel bad. They won't let me show this. This is wicked. You got an attack up, buddy. What kind of shit you on? You got an attack up? Hey! You need to calm down, bro. You better get jumped. They really won't let me show this. Yeah, because apparently like, they won't let me show this fight I'm having with Miro from Dragon Ball Universe, which is weird. But whoa! Why are you so angry, bro? What's going on? You're supposed to be jumping this guy. What happened? Can we please finish jumping him? He's trying to kill me. Help me. I'm getting jumped by a fucking emo kid. Fuck you. Oh, shit. Jesus. Trying to kill me just now. I'm mad they show the ending of this fight before they show anything else. That's done. I got maybe like 2 more hours before I step out. Might stream some Street Fighter 6. I don't know, boys. Should I stream some Cammy Street Cammy Fighter 6? Give me a sec. About to